Hello, my name is Jaden, and today we are going to talk about my listening and research, speech, and video for my Communications Class 101 at CSN, or better known as College of Southern Nevada. Here's my audience. There was a lot of bands I really thought about going with today, and even some solo artists or even bands you guys never heard of. But the band that really stood out to me was Linkin Park, but especially the lead singer. His name was Chester Bennington. He was born on March 20th, 1976 in Arizona, and unfortunately he died on July 20th, 2017. And the reason for his death was because he took his own life, and he was only 41 years old when he did, a little under half of his life. And the reason I chose him was because a lot of his songs resonated with me, especially about mental health, because I struggled with mental health as well, as so has he. You know, he made a lot of songs about his mental health, like I said, and two popular ones was Crawling and Numb. They were made in the same album. And on March 13th, 2026, FHE Health made a post on their page talking about Chester in an interview he did back in 2009. He used his mental health and addiction as inspiration for the songs he created in a 2009 interview with Noise Creep. He stated the song Crawling was made from a feeling of lack of control over himself when he used drugs and alcohol. He also worked hard to maintain his to be clean, stating, "It's not cool to go drink and be a dumbass. It's cool to be a part of recovery. This is just who I am. This is what I write about, what I do, and most of my work has been reflection of what I've been going through in one way or another." As you can see, this is a reflection of his own mental health. He didn't like going out drinking, being dumb, and not having a good time. He loved being in recovery. Even though he was struggling with mental health, as you could see, he was struggling with alcohol and drug abuse, going on nightly ragers, and then showing up to concerts drunk and high. But that didn't make him still made him a good person in the end. He struggled with substance abuse, like I said, but eventually he got clean and strove forward to be a better person for himself and the people around him. Linkin Park made a song about addiction called Across the Line, and a fun fact, that's actually one of my favorite songs. And it's a song about two individuals. On February 17th, a website named Lyrics Meaning posted the following. In summary, Across the Line by Linkin Park delves into the internal struggles of two individuals who are haunted by their past actions and traumatic experiences. The lyrics use vivid imagery and recurring phrases to convey the emotional weight of their stories, highlighting themes of inner battles, addiction, regret, and the constant presence of their own inner demons. The song ultimately strives as a reflection of one choices we make, and you need to confront and overcome our own personal struggles. You could tell the song he wrote was about the addictions he was facing. Like I said, drinking, alcohol, and substance abuse, and how he felt like he was his own enemy across his own line. And that's something no one should ever feel. While listening to your music, have you ever felt like you really understood it and really came forward with something? Well, Linkin Park definitely has. You know, he made a lot of songs to help and shape the mental health and drug and alcohol community and how it is today. He was a really good guy. He had his inner demons, but in the end, he was a great guy. On October 10th, 2023, a popular site named Medium had the same ideas. They stated Linkin Park's lyrics often dealt with themes of emotional struggle, inner demons, and mental health challenges. Songs like Crawling and Numb resonated with listeners who are experiencing similar issues. As you can see, those two songs stuck with a lot of people, even myself. And it was a tough time for all of us when he died, and I wish I could talk to him and maybe change the outcome. So even if you're struggling with mental health, drug abuse, anything, talk to someone, because he didn't. On the outside, he looked like he was happy, but he was struggling. Thank you for listening.